Disney CEOs are shocked to find that recent guest surveys show people are no longer considering return visits to the Disney World parks because of the cost of tickets.
Nobody's shocked. That's their plan. Story time from Disney. Now, if you follow me on a regular basis, you know that I used to be a cast member. That's me. Let me start off by saying I do not speak for the brand or the company. Most of the time, I think they'd like to pretend like I don't exist, and I'm cool with that. Now, if you follow me, you know that I do not trust Disney, the corporation. I trust cast members, the people that work for the corporation. You see, they care. Corporate doesn't care. Cast members care. Corporate no care. Cast member likey, corporate no likey. Disney Corporate's plan the entire time, in the last 10 years at least, has been to price you out of the park. The idea is that they can fill the park with richer people, make more money on the back end, and they use the fact that rich people use it as a status quo symbol instead of being about the parks themselves. And don't let it get twisted, I love Disney and I love to go to Disney. It's my home away from home. But if you think I trust those corporate greedy douchebags, I do not. If they could kick the poor people out while still taking their money, they do that. Honestly, they showed their true colors with that Disney Star Wars resort. They knew who could afford it, they knew who wanted to go, and it wasn't us. But I think the biggest problem people have with Disney is they picture it the same as the original Disneyland park, run by Walt Disney himself, where one person, actually 3 people, adjusted and cared for that park and what they put in it. Yeah, that ain't how it works now. It's all about that money turnaround. And now this is purely speculation, but educated speculation. Disney is not making enough money on their parks right now, and they don't care about them. Now, they're not going to close them, they make money, but they're not taking in the yield that they want to take. And they've moved on to a new project. ADHD of the corporate world, am I right? The only thing I think Disney's really focusing on right now is cruise ships. But Mr. Manatee, they're having celebrations. Yeah, they're always having celebrations. They don't want you to stop coming. They just realize at this point in time, they're going to make more money putting you on a boat. Disney's working on a fleet of 7 cruise ships right now. I don't know if that's they're building 7 more or that's 7 altogether, but that is where their focus is. Disneyland, they're working on trying to find more land to build new things. And in Disney World, they're fighting with the whole government. So even though the world didn't stop for those people working in those parks, for corporate, it kind of did. They're just doing the bare minimum and pretending like they're doing so much, which should be kind of noticeable now with all the AI stuff and them just, in general, not making good choices for the guests. I saw somebody say the other day that Disney prices have doubled in the last 10 years, but they really don't have anything new for you. And it's true. I don't think they actually care about it. They know if they jack the prices of the parks right up through the roof that rich people will still pay for it and poor people won't be able to afford it. And then we'll look for the next Disney thing, which is cruise ships, which I'm going to guess takes less money to maintain. And honestly, how many Americans just want to get out into international waters at this point? I know I do, with or without a ship. And I believe that's where their focus is now. They ain't never going to tell you that. If you were to ask, they'd be like, no, we care just as much about all of our children equally. But also, we're going to pay for the cruise ship's college and the parks, well, there's trade school. And honestly, I'm intrigued on what's going to happen next. In general, in a country where everything is too expensive, the only way they're going to make it work is either they lower prices or they raise the pay. And I just can't imagine either of those things happening in America. And I hear you guys out there, well, I'll boycott it. I won't go to Disney. Neat. Give them a reason to close Disney World. I'm just kidding. They won't ever have to because they can get rich people to pay for that. I know rich people will pay for it because they haven't lowered the prices. I'm just saying, if you think Disney corporate cares about you, you are so delusional. They care about your money. And if you don't got that money, they care about other people's money. And that's not just a Disney thing. That's a corporate America thing. So you know what will do more than boycotting Disney? Stop buying merch. That's it. Disney will not notice until their merch sales go down the tubes. They're always going to get park turnover. Merch is where they make their money. Cut out all the little stuff. Cut out merch, cut out extra food, and I promise you, they will scramble. Until then, they're focusing on the cruise lines. They even built an island for their cruise lines. That's where their heads are. But Mr. Manatee, they're adding so many new things. Yeah, wait till they're half-assed. I'm gonna put money on it that they half-assed it all. Just so you feel like there's some new stuff in the parks, and they can keep on working on what project they care about. Boats full of money. Did I mention I don't speak for the brand or the company? Because fuck them. We care for cast members, not corporate. Have a magical day!